the Sports Gambling Podcast. I'm Sean, stacking the money green with my partner in picks, Ryan, Real Money Kramer. What's happening, Kramer?
Dog.
Sean, we're playing today. We're not opting out. No inactives here at the Sports Gambling Podcast.
Play to win the game. What's happening?
It's a proud franchise, the Philadelphia Eagles.
Oh, are you trying to
proud franchise?
Are you trying to make fun of us for?
I'm not making fun of anyone.
Oh, okay.
I'm just pointing out that you, as a Philadelphia fan, a proud member of the NFC East family that hates the Cowboys, to lay over.
No, we didn't lay over. They played hard. We just
give up a total of 92 points against the two efforts against the Cowboys this year. Most importantly, completely spitting in the face of Roger Goodell, of course, loves football and the integrity around the game. I mean, it's not the momentum I would want to take into the playoffs. That's just me.
Well, Ryan, fortunately for you, your team's not in the playoffs.
That's true.
Hasn't been for a long time.
That's true.
So your momentum. But if I would rather have our momentum than the momentum involved with the New York Giants.
That's fine, but I will.
Ryan, you're missing the awesome point. You're burying the lead. In that, even in a quote unquote meaningless game, I still got the listeners paid with Tyree Jackson, anytime touchdown, first touchdown. And if he doesn't get injured, I also tweeted out 2 touchdowns. So I'm seeing Danny Locks, Jake Payquin checking in there. Jake got it at 30-1. Let's go. That was awesome. That was the highlight of that night.
Well, yeah, things that we do great is one thing. I'm just more commenting on. I wasn't at you. It was just the state of the proud franchise that is the Philadelphia Eagles.
I mean, it's annoying that game had to come against the Cowboys. They should stop scheduling the last game, Cowboys Eagles, because like 4 out of the last 5 years it's been meaningless. But much like we rested our starters and lost a meaningless game to the Dallas Cowboys, Ryan, we have bigger things on our mind. We have bigger fish to fry coming in the National Football Playoffs. We will know what team we're playing by the end of the day when we're doing the recap show. Ryan, we're going to guess the lines for Super Wild Card Weekend. We got 3 days of football coming up. We have the National Championship on Monday. If you haven't entered our free contest to win $500, we're also simming a actual college football playoff. We will be doing play-by-play for the championship game right before the quote unquote national championship game. Just download the app, hit the contest tab, chance to win $500. All right. So much to get to. I have my big dog parlay about to tweet it out, but I will debut it, of course, on the Sports Gambling Podcast live stream on YouTube. CJ says he needs a massive DGen parlay. Well, I'm looking. The one I got loaded up is plus 1960, so hopefully that's good enough for you, CJ. I got a good feeling.
Only 1960.
Yeah, only 1960. I wanted to put the Steelers in there because, like, as news breaks, it becomes more and more favorable slot. I think when we picked it, the Steelers were what, like 6-5?
Yeah,
spread.
Yeah, a lot of movement towards that 3.5, Sean. But yeah,
I'm seeing. I'll pull it up, but I think the win has the Steelers only getting 3 points, so because they figured it out. Yeah, I mean,
hopefully you listen to the podcast. Hopefully you smash the subscribe and notifications button on the YouTube, because we gave these. I mean, what was it? Maybe a little later in the week, Thursday. I guess I was more. We picked it at 6, Sean. Yeah, Pittsburgh. I was more rattling you over the fact that we gave out the ultimate big dog parlay on the podcast, and that's a 39-1 big dog parlay.
Oh yeah,
and that's involving the Jacksonville Jaguars and Carson Wentz screwing up that game, and then the Houston Texans. Oh man, if the Chiefs had lost to the Broncos, holy shit, Sean. Because the Titans' motivation dials are way down. I know there's other teams that can get it, but oh man. Anyway, 39-1.
Well, again, that's why we liked, and we kind of nailed that handicap of like getting in on these bigger dogs early, because if stuff happens, basically you can only go the other. Well, I mean,
stuff happened this week,
aka the Broncos, or motivation can only go the other way, really. Yeah. So hopefully you got in on some of those. I even did a, let's see, I also got a lot of DFS fantasy takes. Feel free to chime in on those, and make sure you check out We've been over at sportsgamblingpodcast.com and on the Propcast last 2 weeks have been laying out incentives for players. And you saw it last night with the Eagles. They made sure they got Devonta Smith those receiving yards. Gronk needs a number of incentives. You know, Kyle Pitts rookie record. There's a whole list. So check it out, sportsgamblingpodcast.com.
It is funny I love to say metaphorical significance, but I do enjoy that Gronk is just going to walk away with Antonio Brown's money this week. For the many who have said it, not a fresh take, but it does seem like the bonus money is just going to slot right into Gronk's account. Don't forget Stephon Diggs.
Yep, Stephon Diggs
needing 6 or 7 catches to get to his like pretty lofty bonus. So
yeah, no, Diggs is like 1.5 million, and you know, right on that number. A little bit of weather in Buffalo, but I think they get it for him.
Feel like taking a call?
Sure. Give us a ring on Twitter Spaces. You guys got questions, you got picks, you got predictions. We're all ears.
Well, we got he's going by man in the desert. Friend of the program, Scott Bowser.
Yes,
may have assisted us in getting down on a 30-1 big dog.
39 to 1.
39 to 1. I'm sorry. I think he even found us more value extracted there in the desert. What's happening, Scott? No,
Bowser, you're live.
Fucking twist.
Dude, guys, I'm sitting on a plus 650.
You were there for you cut out for a second, Bowser. You said you're sitting on a.
I'm here.
Okay, plus 650 on what?
TJ Watt lead the league in sacks.
Ooh,
hell yeah! What is that?
What's that?
What is his? How many sacks does he need?
Well, he's leading right now, and he's 1 away from the record.
Yeah. He's in a good spot. And
I don't
especially
think Tyler Huntley is going to fall over like Brett Favre for him. So good luck. Watt.
No. I think he gets after it for at least 1.5 today and passes your boy Strahan. I'm also sitting on a Trevor Lawrence plus 500 in interception. As long as like a guy like Stafford doesn't go off the reservation day, I think I got that one.
Nice.
Oh, that's a good one too. Yeah.
I'm sitting on a 49ers alt win total under 9.5 at plus 220. Similar kind of spot with the Dolphins at plus 155. What I'm saying, guys, is let's get some cheddar today.
Yeah, people are claiming this is a meaningless week. Listen to all that meaning that Scott laid out for this football Sunday.
And you know, of course, we have some sweats going on in our props. Who knows? Aaron Rodgers could come out and throw 6 touchdowns, take time. Although it does seem like Tom Brady's going to play now. So who knows? Scott, best of luck, and I'm sure you have a little action on our 39-1 big dog parlay.
No, I believe I got it for you guys at like 46 to 1 is what it came out. Something like that.
Yeah. Or you'll get a nice. You'll get a 10.
We'll start calling.
Hey, guys, we're going to the steakhouse again. Let's fucking go.
Let's go.
Let's go, bro.
I told Scott when we come and pick that thing up, it's going to be a hell of a night. Checking out the YouTube chat, Cameron Kerr said he has a Watt Defensive Player of the Year plus 750. That feels really good. I think they're going to give it to him and then let Micah Parsons have off or Defensive Rookie of the Year. Moonoff checking in, saying Moonoff had to for their last regular season pregame show. Again, check out Moonoff's propcast. He's been all over these different player incentive type stuff. As far as player props.
Also, if you just like winning money,
yeah, Moonoff is a sharp man. Nick Fortune, same game parlay, anytime touchdown. Cooper Kupp plus 285.
That feels very chalky.
It's chalky. It's plus 285. I don't know. I don't mind it, but I to me the anytime touchdown ones are more fun when it's. I would try and find a person you like at like plus 300 versus parlaying 2 chalky ones would be my advice.
Sean's anti parlay. If you're new to the show, he's more of a conservative guy. Likes his minus ones.
I like parlays, but the whole parlay is to get massive.
Oh, you mean like 46 to 1 on a 2-teamer in the NFL?
Just 2 teams just need to win a game.
2 teams in the NFL and
a week 18 crazy. Who cares?
It's the AFC South. I mean, too, like it's the most volatile of the divisions. All right, I'm sure
Frank Reich never has swept the Jags in his tenure at Indianapolis.
Okay, I mean, I'm here for it. I also think the Titans just lost to the Texans, so
no, I'm saying, yeah.
I mean, literally, the AFC South is like a craps table.
Yeah,
the roller
you
coaster
got to push.
Is a good time.
You got to press it.
All right, what else we got?
Do we got any fantasy question? Justin Smith, I'm running Vikings alt spread -6.5. Both head coaches playing for their jobs. Give me Captain Kirk at home. You know, I took I took the Bears. I put it this way: the Bears are not in the big dog parlay. The idea of Kirk Cousins having a great game at home and lighting it up
in a meaningless spot.
Dalvin Cook announced that he's running for his dad. So whatever that means, I think he's going to run hard. Wouldn't be surprised. I actually do have, and I forget if I got to it, but I did craft an Andy Dalton lineup because you can. So I went Andy Dalton, Jordan Peterson, Le'Veon Bell, Cooper Kupp, Justin Jefferson, Darnell Mooney, and then I went double tight end with Freiermuth and Cole Kmet. Browns defense, which is just going to be in an awesome spot. T Higgins is sitting as well. Bengals are sitting everyone. So
is that who the guy is going to be?
Who?
The running back
for what? Tampa Bay?
Yeah.
I kind of think so because
I know I made some like Dr. Evil looks when I was crafting a lineup earlier in the week and I got him in, but I'm starting to, I
don't know. He's kind of a fun guy where I could see him trying really hard. The Bucks being up big, him getting some interesting goal line stuff. I mean, they're a bunch of their guys are hurt or out.
Yeah. And they like to get dudes exposure for better or for worse. So
yeah, and I think Le'Veon Bell, you wouldn't mind him having a bunch of carries, just figuring out what you have in him. So it's a bit of a long shot.
Real quick on my lineup, Sean, you were right. Gibson ended up coming in those filthy Washington Admirals or whatever they're going to call themselves.
So wait, should I take Patterson out? Because you told me.
I still feel good. No, so Gibson doesn't have an injury designation.
Yeah,
so I don't think I can recommend that. But one other update to a guy I gave out earlier in the week, Elijah Moore, still out on COVID-19 somehow. I don't know. So Crowder's in. Crowder's the smash play. Berrios also out.
Yeah. All right. So maybe how much is Crowder on?
Crowder's 4,600 smash. Right. He'll probably be heavily owned.
So if I put Crowder in the lineup, then I need 2 running backs for $9,200 because I went crazy with getting Cooper Kupp in there. What do I do in the mid range? Do we have any?
What's the price? So you have how much for 2?
$9,200.
See, you end up in that spot. You already played Crowder.
Yeah, I'm putting Crowder in. I could knock it back down to.
So if you want a game stack, Crowder Beasley fits in that price range there. Beasley's 4,800.
No, I need running backs.
Oh, I'm sorry. Oh, well, I mean, you got to play Le'Veon Bell.
Yeah. So Le'Veon Bell,
Mike. I know you don't want to go too heavy on the Jets, but I do have a Crowder, Michael Carter game stack with the Bills. That could be something that might intrigue you. Michael
Carter's 5,000. Then I would have to get rid of Jamison Crowder. All right, so I'm getting rid of Jamison Crowder. What's a fun flex? $3,800 and below.
38. It felt like a tough week to find the true pump plays. I would probably go back to Cole Kmet. Or do you already have Cole Kmet?
No, I have Freiermuth in as my tight end.
I mean, we've seen what Cam Sims has done in this offense, but yeah, I would probably look to. He's going to get 7-8 targets, so maybe Cole Kmet's the answer there.
All right, Cole Kmet's back in, but now I have $400 I can spend.
Oh, Jesus Christ! Okay.
Do I upgrade anyone?
I don't know. Slide into Sean's DMs if you can help him out with his roster problem here.
Ryan really rocked my world here. I'm going back to what I had before.
What was what?
Oh no, I had Patterson.
I know.
I don't want him in there.
We got to figure that out. All right. Do you want to give out your? Should I give out my first half parlay?
Yes. Let it rip, Ryan.
God, we've been doing a lot of sweating lately. I'll try to throw it up on the screen here. All right. We got the Minnesota Vikings -3. We talked about the motivation there. We got the Jacksonville Jaguars plus 9.5.
Ooh.
Again, like dog. I understand don't come at me when the Colts are winning by 3 touchdowns. Just pointing out that Carson Wentz is the quarterback. Texans plus 7 in the first half. I just like fading these AFC South teams. Steelers plus 2.5 and Cleveland Browns -3. Honestly, like this feels. I don't want to say it feels easy, but it's 21-1, Sean.
Yeah.
And I feel like we're on the right side. The only thing that I think the Jags are probably the team that screws us, but felt really good. 21-1. Get that in. Win bet.
Like it. And shout out to whoever in the chat said get Stevenson in there. You're right. Ramondre Stevenson has to be in my lineup. I like him a lot. Oh,
what's his price?
Nah, he's 5,900. Now I gotta do some. Oh
Jesus! With the whole show is just going to be Sean building his lineup. So if you have any questions for me,
all right, Ryan, is it time for the big dog parlay?
Yeah, I mean it's always time for the big dog. We actually shout out to the Twitch crowd, who, by the way, if you are looking to watch the authentic college football playoff games, they will all be magically loaded up to Twitch at 1 p.m. Pacific tomorrow, Monday. At which point Colby will be watching every single game before the national championship or the authentic national championship that we're streaming live at 4 p.m. Pacific. But he's got a Mazer Jane maybe. Can we get a cover the spread song at the end of the regular season?
Oh yeah, that's a great way to wrap up the regular season, Ryan.
Maybe tonight we'll get a nice little lighters up, turn the lights down.
I'm in. I like it.
Reset the juju for the
playoffs.
Tune into the live stream after the Sunday night game, or of course, if you're a old school newspaper reader, aka podcast listener. All right, we got time for another call, Sean.
Yeah. Do you want to hear my big dog parlay?
Big dog, then caller. Let's hear it. So let's start with this. How much does it pay?
1965 and 50 cents.
Okay.
Give me the Seattle Seahawks just to win.
Okay. Seattle money line.
Atlanta Falcons just to win.
Okay.
And the San Francisco 49ers just to win.
Oh, I'm in.
And round robin that as well.
That's probably a little too risky for me in week 18. I like to reserve my real risky propositions for. No, I love it. I mean, week 18 is the time to go.
Yeah.
Weekend, you push the chips when things are going to get wonky. This is the week things get wonky, and people seem very confident about the Rams' ability to beat the Niners, almost as if they don't listen to the show and they're not aware of the most public narrative out there that Sean McVay is a bitch and Kyle Shanahan owns him.
He really does. And
imagine like it makes sense too. Cause you look at Kyle Shanahan, you know, that dude was cool as a kid. Dad was a football coach wearing the flat brim hat before it was cool. Meanwhile, Sean McVay so badly wants to be liked, lifting weights, getting those big pecs, taking his shirt off on Hard Knocks. He was cheese. He was the guy getting thrown in the dumpster. And clearly he got out, but
it's a great old school reference.
Thank you. All right. Caller.
Yeah.
Friend of the program, Cameron putting in the effort, grinding clips for us, grinding the teaser article on the site. What's up, Cameron? What do you got for us this morning?
What is up, guys?
Oh,
ready for week 18.
Nice.
Let's go.
That sounded like a caffeinated nose beer. Shout out to nose beers.
Yeah, I got dad duty right now, so I'm looking at my futures that I placed back in May when we were when you guys were talking about season long win totals, stuff like that, and I was looking at it, and I can literally not place a bet today and still have a nice sweat going. So
that's always fun. What's the biggest thing you're sweating?
So the biggest thing I'm sweating is the Steelers. So over 8.5 wins, I have minus 120 and I have plus 125. Doubled down on it after it went plus. But I know Moonoff's sweating the 49ers win total over 10 today.
Oh, yeah.
I got down on that one. So we got the 49ers, we got the Steelers, we got the Dolphins. I actually have the under 9, so I need the Patriots to not screw it up down there in Miami today.
Nice.
Already cashed Jets under 6. Arizona over 8.5. So one of the reasons I called into you guys during that show, and we were talking Arizona Cardinals a little bit. So I actually got down on an Arizona Cardinals Super Bowl, Arizona Cardinals to win the NFC West. So if Kyle Shanahan can pull it off against the Rams today and the Cardinals beat the Seahawks, the Cardinals will win the NFC West according to the ESPN playoff simulator.
I mean, I think what you do is you hope for that, and then the second the Cardinals make the playoffs, you sell those future tickets. You sell the rest of them.
Over on PropSwap.com.
Hell yeah!
There you go.
Oh, look at that, Sean. Sean loves a good ad hoc promotion. That's beautiful.
Well, awesome. Good luck with your sweats, Cameron. Appreciate it, man.
All right, man. Let it ride.
Let it ride. Oh, and Terrell threw out his. Let me scroll back here. Okay, so he's got one of his DGens only.
I'll throw it up on the screen.
Only.
Touchdown anytime. Deonta Foreman, Jarrett Patterson, Elijah Mitchell, Gronk, 43-1. Man, I love every one of these he puts out.
It's a good formula. It's kind of like our quarterback first touchdown formula. You just find the angles that make sense and throw a dart. He's throwing that dart at Jarrett Patterson. Interesting. Makes me think maybe I should keep him in the old DFS lineup.
Andrew Robb got he has a good one as well here. Jonathan Taylor. You know, even as Jags backers, you got to like the Jonathan Taylor, David Montgomery, Terry McLaurin, Gronk, Ramondre Stevenson, Alvin Kamara, George Kittle,
Jesus.
Devin Singletary.
Oh shit! 300-1, 280. That's clearly a fan of ours.
Yes, love it. Love the.
Well, we got some fun stuff. I'll rapid fire some.
Sure.
Jake Paquin throwing out Jamal Williams revenge game 205 anytime.
Oh yeah,
touchdown. I know you don't like the small little baby anytime, Sean, but that's
fun.
That's a nice 2-1 narrative I can get behind. What else do we have? Wentz first pick and first sack 18-1. Now that is cultivating value. You're digging deep into the prop sheets to find that one. I would if I could find that, I would definitely.
Does he mean like first of the day?
Yeah, like I assumed it must be. Yeah, it must be for the.
Or is it just he throws a pick and a sack?
Yeah, it's got to be. He's going against Trevor Lawrence. They're probably not factoring in how bad Carson Wentz is.
Oh, first pick against Trevor Lawrence, tied with him getting a sack before Trevor Lawrence.
First pick and sack versus Trevor. I don't know. We'll have to get some clarification.
Yeah.
We have. I'll throw up on the screen because I'm sure all the sharps want to see what Munaf's betting today in the circa millions. I wonder if Munaf's still alive. We of course are not. Oh, look at that. He's doing pretty well, Sean. He's doing pretty well. So
500.
If you want to tail a sharp. And a man with a really nice beard. Go ahead and do that.
Vikings -5.5, Steelers +6, 49ers +4, Browns -6.5, and Washington football team -7. Yeah, I mean, I like all. Well, I'm on the Bengals for the podcast. I didn't actually bet it. It does seem like as more stuff came out that since he's really packing it in, I just. Laying 6.5 with Case Keenum, tough pill to swallow.
Yeah, it is.
And again, I'm on the Bears, but I think we picked it at like 6.5. But the Kirk Cousins, him going off game is certainly there.
We got Derek McKnight Justin Smith calling out a Big Ben prop, going back to the Big Ben over 1.5 passing touchdowns, +135. I shamefully have a Big Ben double with an Andrews bringback. Feel like I need to play a Huntley lineup too. That game feels like it's going to get crazy today. What else do we have, Sean? That's it.
Andrew Robb, he's got a 45-1, Colts -14, Saints money line, Niners money line, Bills -7.5, Steelers money line, Chargers money line, Bucks -3. That is some alternate spreads in there. A lot of wonkiness in there, but that's fun.
Imagine trying to argue that sports betting is a bad thing. For
Alex
society.
Rodriguez saying, "Let it ride, fellas. Love the content. You guys are keeping me sane from my work deployment in Argentina. Oh wow, all the way out there in Argentina. First quarterback sacked on the red zone broadcast is what the prop says. That is some real DGens only.
#Degens only.
That's a fun aspect.
But then again, what if the game isn't on when the sack occurs?
This is great though, because they're going to cut in on the red zone to show you Carson Wentz fumbles when he gets sacked.
That's true. Yeah. I would just bet Carson Wentz fumbles.
And we will have the red zone on this morning. So,
we'll take the over. In. Yeah.
And by the way, a quick update. Remember guys, for whatever reason, they do this every last week of the season, but kickoff today is 10:02 a.m. So Just I don't know why they do this, but every last week of the season, kickoffs a couple minutes after. All right, Sean.
Yes.
I'm looking at my my betting account over here, and I'm seeing that I get down heavily on my locks, Atlanta and Houston.
Yep.
Got down to my nice first half parlay. I also, by the way, on top of having that big juicy 46-1 money line parlay on the Jags and Texans, why not parlay the spreads? I understand, like maybe we don't get the 46-1, but again, I don't get the full out blow them out motivation when the teams might struggle to blow them out. So, but what I was going to ask you is, I feel like I have some space in here for just a flat first half bet. It's that weekend, right? You want to make sure you're down on some of these teams that are going to come out hot, and then just call it a day. And the more and more I thought about it, Sean, I put in a 2-teamer here, because I think these teams come out hot, and maybe they dial it back a little bit. First one, Tampa Bay. Okay. The more I read about it, it does very much seem like Tom Brady's going to be in there for a half to make sure they get Mike Evans what he needs, to make sure they get Rob Gronkowski what he needs, to make sure. I think there's even some weird like Le'Veon Bell actually has some weird incentive around snaps played or something like that. So I have a feeling they come out fast. The other side, I'm just fading the Saints team. So I'm taking a first half parlay. Falcons money line, Bucks -7.
Falcons money line, Bucks -7. What does that pay, Ryan?
I mean, it's a 2-teamer, and I just fucked it up. Give me a second. I'll tell you what it pays. But again, what am I missing with this New Orleans angle? And read anything about this Tampa team, it seems like Bruce Arians wants to make sure he's the most playerist of coaches, because it's like, how far have you gotten into the Antonio Brown thing? It sounds like Bruce Arians was concerned about Antonio Brown getting his bonus money, like legitimately, and he just fucked it up. So I think Bruce Arians is concerned about getting his players bonus money.
Yeah, that's why again, Gronk is a good play.
That's going to pay 4-1, Sean.
4-1. All right, I'm in.
380. So 3.8 to 1. All right.
Is that it for the show? All right, guys. When we next speak to you, we will know all the teams in the playoffs, all the matchups. We'll do an early trying to guess the lines, recap week 18, any sort of future stuff. And again, if you want to hit us up with questions, we'll be going live right after the late game ends.
Thank you for participating in the Sports Gambling Podcast.
For the Sports Gambling Podcast, I'm Sean, second the money green, and he is Ryan.
Best of luck in the playoffs, Sean.
Kramer, let it ride.